Welcome back to Tom's Car. Yay! Another field trip Tuesday. Guess where we're going? Yay! Going to Harbor Freight. Rainy day. Nothing going on. Y'all hang with, man. We're gonna go shopping. All right. Cranked up some Steppenwolf, man. We have arrived. Snuck in the back way. Snuck in the back way. I had to avoid that big old highway right there. I snuck in the back way. Yeah. La. That's what I feel like when I pull up here. Let's go in and see what we got. Y'all hang with. All right. There's those door panel tool one of my subscribers sent me. $9.99. That thing is worth its weight in gold. And this is what we're getting here. Liquid transfer pump. I'm gonna go over everything I get when I get back to the shop. They're blaring Christmas music in here. I'm not gonna be able to get monetized on this video. But these are nice. Extractor. That's the same thing I got in the Mighty Vac. It's about the same price, $85. And one thing I did notice, where did it go? There it is. Here's that chainsaw sharpener I got. It's now $34.99. When I bought mine a few months ago, I think it was $29. So it's gone up $5 in just a couple of months. Yep. Y'all hang with. Whew, barely got back to the car, man. It is raining like, you know, pouring something out of a boot. Whew, I couldn't do any recording in here, man. They had all that Christmas music blaring, and I would have got a copyright claim. But I got some good stuff in there, and those zip ties I was needing more zip ties. Just $2.99 for $29 a year. You can join what they call the Inside Track Club, and you get big discounts on stuff. And their new toolboxes in there too. The big toolboxes, they got free delivery stamped on them now. So if you want a new toolbox, man, you don't have to bring a trailer. They'll bring it to you. Let me turn this defroster on. Ooh, it is raining good. Hey, let's get back to the shop, man. I'll show you what I got. All right. Before we get back to talking about what I got at Harbor Freight, an idea hit me. I need to do a video, and a buddy of mine told me a long time ago I need to do a video on this, and I've been putting it off for too long. I want to go over some of the things that, you know, a lot of viewers, a lot of friends, a lot of customers give me too. I have one customer last summer. I haven't got to go to the new Atlanta Braves baseball stadium yet, but he works there, and he got me a authentic ball that somebody hit off into the stands. And I cherish that. Official. Pow. You can see where the bat hit it. That's pretty cool. I'll never forget him for that. And I had another customer last year. Ooh. He seen how bad I was sweating out here. You know, I've been wearing this sweatband for the past season. This thing is rotten. Look at that. I've got another one about the same condition. But this customer gave me these. He purposely came back after he picked up his mower. This one's got flames, and this one's got the American flag on it. That's pretty cool right there. They're heat bandanas. You wet them, and it'll keep you cool. But my biggest problem is keeping the sweat out of my eyes when I'm out here. You know, that's pretty cool. I'll never forget him for doing that for me either. See, I'm gonna start using these in this upcoming summer. Because like I said, all mine are rotten. They're all rotten. And let's see, I also had a customer. He went to Harbor Freight and saw this and he thought of me. It's a 5/8 wrench from Pittsburgh. It says Harbor Freight on that side. Harbor Freight Tools. It's a bottle opener. He knows how I like mine. Yeah. And I had another customer. We was in a good conversation. And he makes videos doing things as well. And he got me this. It's a lapel mic. Plug that into whatever device you're recording on, like the GoPro or cell phone or whatever. And you've got 2 microphones you can wear, and you can pair with this, and then you got yourself a microphone. I need to start using these because I feel like I'm having to scream across the shop sometimes when I'm trying to make a video. Let's see, what is another thing a customer, you know, I've still got a bottle of water in that refrigerator that a customer gave me over the summer. That was pretty cool too. The customers take care of you, man. You do good work for them. Yeah. Let's see. And I just, well, I'll go over Alan Santa Claus here last. Over the summer, it was a matter of fact, I think it was this spring, last spring, Tony Kalila sent me this borescope. You know, this video is going to be kind of what, you know, it inspired me to make a video of what people have given me over the period of time. You know, show my gratuity. And also, George Martinez Jr. asked me, golly, it was early this year. He said, hey, Tom, do a video on some of your favorite tools. And, you know, this is going to be kind of incorporated in this video, too. So this is a borescope. Let me grab my phone. You've seen me use this several times. Yeah, you've seen me use this thing several times in my videos. But this is probably one of the coolest tools I've gotten. So all I do is just plug in one end right there, and it'll automatically recognize it. See? Now you can see me. Yay! But that's one of the coolest tools I own right there. I'm gonna have to really try to take care of that thing. It's pretty durable, but I try to keep it. I need to start keeping it in the Ziploc bag is what I need to do. Let's see, that was from Tony Kalila. And Charles Dean, you've seen me use this thing on videos several times since he's given it to me. About a few months ago, he made this. It's got a hook on it, wooden handle. It's for pulling springs. And you've seen me use it several times in videos. This is one of my go-to handy dandy little tools right here. That was from Charles Dean, handmade from Texas. Yeah. And Angelica, I don't know if I'm saying her last name right. Canigulario. She knows who she is. When I ran that air hose over by the door, so I would quit blowing junk all over my computer and printer, she sent me this so I would have one by the door and I wouldn't have to take this one off over there every time I wanted to go over there. And this one's actually made of metal, and I use this thing like you wouldn't believe. You can see how nasty and dirty it already is. That thing is nice. And she also sent me, she's seen in one of my videos where I was complaining about that other quarter drive adapter because it was just wore out. Heck, that thing was about as old as I was. She sent me a whole bag of these 3/8 quarter hex 3/8 adapters, socket adapters. That was pretty nice of her. I tell you what, I'm going to be in the adapters for the rest of my life with these. I ain't got to worry about them anymore. That's right. And I had a, let's see. Oh yeah, Mr. Rob Cole here recently. He seen me struggling with those cheap auto parts store tire pressure gauges, and he sent me this. just recently. You just hook your air hose to it, plug it into the tire, and it'll tell you what the pressure is. You can add to it. You can release some out right there. This is one of my go-to tools here, man. I keep this thing within close reach all the time. And this is one of the most, from Angelo, this is one of the most used tools. And let's see. I had, and Lawnmower Detective too. He sent me so much stuff over the years. Last thing he sent me was some of this gasket making material. He heard me complaining using that Honda Bond stuff. And that other stuff, you have to put it on there, barely tighten it, let it cure for 24 hours, then you torque it down. It was just a mess. This stuff right here, wham bam, 5 minutes and you're riding that piece of equipment. You're using it. This is almost empty too. I need to go get another. He's got me hooked on this now. This stuff ain't cheap either. I'm sure it's well over $20 a tube. Cause I've seen it at Walmart and any auto parts store. It's made by Permatex. 1 minute gasket maker. Return to service in 1 minute. And he keeps me in this stuff. The only place to get this is through Sticker Mule. Mule saws. I'm about halfway through my first bottle. This is when I hadn't tapped yet. Mule saws. You know, you can't find anything. It's not hot, but it's just got a very unique flavor. Very unique flavor. You can't get anything that tastes anywhere like it, except mule saws from Sticker Mule. That's good stuff right there. I'll let him know when I'm getting low on gasket maker and hot sauce. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, one of my other go-to tools, I use this thing more often than I realize. I bought 2 of them from Brandon at BS Small Engines. He made these on a laser printer. And that is the most handy tool. You disconnect bell cables, zone control cables with it. You know, the flywheel brake control cable. Just pops it right off. Matter of fact, I did a video yesterday. I made a video yesterday, Monday, that's coming out today, Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. I went to Harbor Freight, and this video here will be coming out tomorrow. So I used this just yesterday, Brandon. I'd buy one of those every week if I had to. I got 2 of them. I ain't using the other one yet. I don't want to get it dirty. I'll finish getting this one dirty. Let's see, and people asked me about this. This was in the video. When I was at Harbor Freight, I made sure that I found this on the shelf and showed everybody. It's a door panel removal tool. You could pop off a fuel line. When you're trying to remove a fuel line from the carburetor or the fuel filter, you just give it a little twisty and just, this changed my life right here. You know, all this stuff, man, just, you know, I get by with a little help from my viewers and friends, and I'm all the time losing my torch tip cleaners. They'll fall to the floor, or I won't see them laying on that stainless steel little piece of metal on the workbench, and I'll take my air hose and blow the workbench off, and they'll just disappear. And I lost the smallest one, the thinnest one I had, little torch tip cleaner. It was my favorite little tool. And I don't believe he wishes to be named, but he sent me this. This is a complete set of torch tip cleaners. You've got all the different sizes. You may be able to see the different sizes in there. It was all kinds of cool stuff. Comes with real precision tweezers. Comes with, you got like 6 or 8 of these in here. There's a .35 millimeter wide. And these things are sharp as hypodermic needles too. If you buy yourself a set, do like he said to do, and just take the grinding wheel and just blunt the end of that thing, because that is like a hypodermic needle. That thing will poke you in a heartbeat. You just take it, just touch it to the wheel, knock that sharp end off of it. Woo, that thing's sharp. Makes me nervous. You know, I'm gonna get this kit out. You know, I got this table. I'm gonna start doing acupuncture. Because I can really fill out my resume and I can make more money out here thanks to you guys. See, I can start doing acupuncture now. Just take my cigarette lighter and hit the end of that thing after I poke it in your back. And then with Tony Colella, I went and got my license to do colonoscopies. So I can lay you right here. I got something to knock you out with if you prefer. I'm gonna start doing colonoscopies while I'm in the downtime. And let's see what else we have. And my old buddy Johnny Reagan. Well, I tell you, Johnny's done so much for me. We've been best friends for years. He got me this light right here. A lot of people ask me about this. He got this on Amazon, I believe it was. It's a Braun. Let me turn it off so you can see it. Braun brand. It's just, you just charge it with your USB cable. I keep it right there next to the laptop. And when I'm at the workbench right there, I keep it stuck to the side of the toolbox when I'm cleaning carburetors. They're there. I'm gonna take that right there so you can see me better. Ooh, that thing's bright. And let's see. And Johnny actually helped me. As a matter of fact, I'll show you because I want to show you this too. Terry Harris, Outlaw Oakster. He took care of me the other day. He felt sorry for me having to use that. What is it? A Minute Maid jug, or whatever it is I've been using for oil. He got me. Pow. Now I don't really have to use a funnel and use that orange Tropicana, I think's what it is. Tropicana. But yeah, man, look at there. There's 2 quarts. It's got the measurements on there. Yep. And over the years, I'll check you over here and look. My buddy Shanester, DLT Lawn Care, he got me a long time ago. Well, about a year ago, I guess. He saw this is one of my favorite tools, this go-to little socket set. And this thing's got to be 30 years old, pushing 30. And the quarter drive ratchet is what I use the most. And in one of my videos, he saw it was wearing out. It popped one time. So he sent me this Craftsman kit. That Craftsman kit right there. He sent me that. It's one of my favorite tools. Of course, I'm using the ratchet. I'm saving these sockets. I don't want to get these dirty and nasty yet. Craftsman. Yeah. And he's also sent me from Capri. Right here. He sent me that 3/8 drive hex driver set. Capri. Same folks I got my impact gun from. And one of my most prized possessions, I haven't had a new one in probably 40 years. I haven't had a new one. Him and Sarah got together and got me this last year for Christmas. Every Man's Bible. I've taken it out of the box one time because I don't want to get it dirty and worn. So that's one of my prized possessions. I keep that in my office. Matter of fact, let me take it in there. Put it back in the office because it's raining and I don't want to get it humid. But Okie gave me that oil jug. Let's grab an umbrella. I don't want to get this Bible wet. It's still drizzling a little bit. Grab an umbrella here and we'll, because I want to show you one other thing. If you've seen a lot of my, live streams I've been in, he built me something April of 2021, and I'll show you what it is. Then we'll go back out to the shop and I'll show you what I got at Hoover Freight. Ooh, yeah, this is pretty cool. He handmade this. Let's see, let me set this back over here in its place. That flag right there. Uh-oh, I just dropped something. He made that flag right there out of pallet wood. It's pretty neat. I believe he said that was made out of pallet wood. But this is where, kind of backdrop for my live streams. Pretty cool. All right. I ain't gonna open that back up. Well, I better open that umbrella back up. Ooh, and it's been, back when I was a kid, when it rained, it seemed to rain for 2 or 3 or 4 days in a row. And now it's been like this for about 2 days now. Uh-oh, I just missed somebody's phone call. I missed Mammy. But anywho, but that's some of my gifts people have given me over the years and stuff that's very special to me. And yeah, I did miss a phone call. Let's see who that was. Oh, that's Mark. Mark Meadows just texted me. I missed his phone call just then. I did. But anywho, let's go over what I got. I didn't spend a whole lot of time in there because, of course, when I do something like that, get somewhere like that, my phone rings and I have to leave. I can't spend time away like that. We'll take this and stick this back in its spot. Yeah, when I clean carburetors, I turn that on like that. That's why I got such clean carburetors. Okay, let's see what we got from Harbor Freight. Oh, and Johnny also got me these spouts a couple of months ago. Got 3 of them. It's nice. Okay. Okay, what do we have? I got a pack of these zip ties that, you know, at Lowe's, these things are $12.99 for a bag of 100. They were $2.29 at Harbor Freight. And if you join what they call the Inside Track Club for $29 a year at Harbor Freight, they got so many things they'll give you big discounts on. I would have paid $1.29 for these instead of $2.29 if I was in that club. I mean, it's worth it if you go there, you know, a couple, 2 or 3 times a month. I mean, you could literally save that $29 on one thing. And I got what I was told I needed, liquid transfer pump. I think John Clem is the one that told me I needed to get one of them because he saw me struggling in that video the other day trying to pick up that full 5-gallon can right there to try to heave it up here and fill up a little push mower, which, you know, I had that shoulder surgery. I can't, you know, I have trouble doing that these days. Let's see, I'm gonna open this bag of zip ties first. I want to see what kind of quality these things are, you know. I can't even get the bag open. Okay. I can tell they're not as good quality, but you know, I don't use these things very often. Well, I do use them very often too. Sometimes I'll shore up a fuel line or something. You know, I don't want the fuel filter to be bouncing all over the place. Or, you know, the zone control or the self-propelled cables running up handlebars, I'll just kind of secure them. But I don't need these to be ultra strong. I don't, you know, it's not like I'm, you know, hanging, it ain't like I'm hanging that heavy green windscreen. I quit using zip ties for that. The sun bakes them and causes them to break in the wind. I've been using aluminum chain link fence ties to do that with, and they won't break. Yeah, this is pretty nice there. Let's see what it feels like to. Oh yeah, golly, that is strong. Ugh. Yeah, you're not going to break them. Those are really decent. Utilitech from Lowe's is the brand that I had last time. Yeah, Utilitech, 8-inch. I mean, you can get, you know, 8, 10. Those are 8-inch, or no, those are 6. Yeah, those are 6-inch, and those are 8-inch. But you know, they're all the same price. I mean, really, you can get 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch. You know, of course, the prices goes up a little bit. They even come in like a 2-foot zip tie, and they come in white and black, and they come multicolored, and they just, you know, good zip ties. So that's where I'll go from now on. All right, let's play with our transfer pump. Let's do that. I just wasted that one. Let's get this thing open, man. This is, like you told me, it's gonna help. He ain't lied to me yet. This was $12.99. And Allen Claw is the one I was going to save for last, because I got something in the mail the other day. That's the reason I went to Harbor Freight today, because Allen Claw sent me a gift card. Thank you, brother. He's the one that paid for that. And the zip ties. Yeah. Christmas at Dobie's. And Allen Claw, I call him Allen Santa Claus, because he actually went to Santa Claus school. He's a professional Santa Claus, which you probably saw in our live stream before last from on DLT Lawn Care LLC channel. He was in full setup. There was a guy in front of me in line when I was paying for this with his gift card. He said, man, these things work good. He's got a lawn care service. He says, but what you need to do is take and cut this off here, right here. He said, because over a period of time, this thing is going to kink and it's going to collapse. So he mentioned something about putting another piece of rubber, good thick rubber hose on here. So let's see. May be tested without fluid, or may be tested without fluid for no more than 10 seconds. Okay. Don't run this thing dry for more than a few seconds. Like a pressure washer. Because the fluid is what's going to be lubricating the stuff. So this is the end that you... This is going to be another one of those go-to tools, man. Get this sticker off there. I don't want this coming off into the fuel, because like I said, this is the end you put in your can, whatever you're pumping. This thing will pump gas, water, oil, anything non-corrosive. I ruined that Mighty Vac. I bought that M7400 right there. I paid $80-something for it. You'll see in the video, at the beginning of this video, yeah, I was at Harbor Freight when I saw their brand of those, and they're roughly the same price. I think theirs was like $85. But let's set a couple of cans up here. Let's see that. Yeah, it says it'll pump oil too. Oil right there. Huh. But I had a fella, one of my regular customers, he brought me a Bobcat skid steer. And I suspected it had water in the fuel tanks. It's got them big old fuel tanks on the side. You can't just take the fuel tank off and dump it. So I used my Mighty Vac to suck all that gas out of there. Do not do that, because it ruined it instantly. Ruined it. I had to go buy another one. And I'm not the kind of person to send something back like that. If it's my fault, I won't. You know, like a lot of people do, they'll send something back, say it don't work. All right, let's set this thing up. This one's about half full, and this one's empty. And you got to take 2 D-size batteries, simple on-off switch. I guess the batteries go in here. Oh, it's like a flashlight, really. Same principle. Yeah. It just touches that just like a flashlight. Battery operated liquid transfer pump. Okay. It doesn't really say how to... Oh, well, there it is. The positive end goes down. Okay. It should have been obvious anyway. 1 D size, 2 D size. All right, we'll stick it in this one. It'll fit. He says, the guy in front of me uses this, and he says, man, as soon as you turn it on, it's going to be pumping. So, yeah, look at there. Look at that. Huh, that's one of the coolest things I own too. Look at there. Boy, that thing's powerful too. Look at that. Oop, God, just made a mess. Let's see, I'm going to pull this out of this can over here and let it run for... Okay. That is... Look at there, it comes with a little thing you can hang on a hook. We'll have to find somewhere to hang it. Probably over there somewhere. Well, that's well worth it. Thank you, Mr. Claw. All right, let me make sure I got everybody. I'm sure I'm forgetting something somebody gave me, and if I did, call me out in the comment section. But this idea, to do this video, the idea to do it, to get it done, not to do it. I was told a long time ago to do this video. It took me an hour and a half after I got back from Harbor Freight to gather everything and make sure I wrote a list, make sure I can call everybody out. But, some of my, I'll tell you, the person that sent me these torch tip cleaners right here saw that I lost that one. Where'd it go? Yeah. This is one of the last ones I had, and it's a lot bigger, and it won't go through a lot of the, emulsion tubes and things like that. So lifesaver when I got sent those. But the other day when I was painting this floor, I took my blower and I blew everything out, all the dust gets trapped under there, and I cleaned out everything. There it is. I found it. It was laying right there on the floor. That was after I cleaned the floor and everything, getting ready to paint. And I looked down and I thought, oh yeah, ha ha ha. That's the third time I've lost this thing and the third time I found it. I don't even know if it's magnetic, because I took this magnet and I went fishing behind the way down in there because I knew I probably blew it out somewhere. Yep, nope, it ain't magnet. It just falls right off. No wonder I couldn't find it with the magnet. Huh. Well, but there it is. Let's see, some of my favorite go-to tools. Of course, PAL, what I do is, grab these adapters for my impact. That's probably the number one tool I use right there in the sockets. Sometimes you'll see me grab my 5/8 spark plug and my 13/16 spark plug socket. PAL, I use this, Craftsman, and this. PAL. That is my, that thing's still oily. But that's basically my go-to tools, of course. And when I need an impact, I got the Capri and I got these. I got to go, DLT Lawn Care has a video he did, I guess, close to a year ago. He went on Vevor on Amazon, Vevor, and I've got to do this. Vevor has got an impact socket set. Let's look real quick. I think he said this socket set was like 64 piece or something. 65 piece. It's got 3/8, 1/2 inch drive. It's got short, deep well. Let's look right here. Vevor impact. Vevor impact socket set. Because he did a video on the one he has, and I think this is it right there. 65 piece for $77. Oh yeah. See, I don't have any. Well, I'll tell you what. Buy it now. See my credit card number. I'll get it Saturday. Today's Tuesday, I'll get it Saturday. Yay! Because the only impact sockets I have, I bought this. I think I've done a video on this before. This is Mac Tools when I worked for Goodyear back in '93. 31 years ago is when I bought these. The 5/8 and the 9/16. And then, of course, I had to get two more because this only goes up to what, 7/8? Yeah. I had to get the 13 or I had to get the 1 inch and the 15/16. And this is the one I use most. And that and the 5/8. A lot of push mower blades use 5/8, and the larger tractors, the blade bolts, blade nuts are 15/16. So I use that big time. Yep. Those are my number one go-to tools, and of course my tip cleaners. Here's one I had to, kind of hard to pick it up. Got to get your fingernail under it. See, I just took it and just kind of turned the wheel on her and just let it touch a little bit. Knocked that sharp end of it off. Ah, that thing was sharp. He warned me too. And I stuck myself in the video. You probably saw it. Of course, my otoscope. This thing right here, I got it at Walmart. People have asked me before what this is. This is what doctors look in your ear with. It's called an otoscope. It was like 20 bucks at Walmart. Takes a couple of, or it takes one AA battery. So you can, it really helps to, yeah, you can see the pins in there. But love that tool. That's one of my favorite go-tos. You know, my leak down testers, I don't use that often. Compression testers, I don't use that compression tester set because I don't trust it. Then of course you got your carburetor tools. You can check. Well, this is yeah. Testing vacuum and pressure on carburetors. I use that pretty good bit. Here's my Mighty Vac vacuum pressure tester. I haven't used that in a long time. Ooh, it's coming down good now. Ooh. But let's see, what else do I, is my favorite tool. Of course, my RBG 712 is used a lot. I think I've had this close to a year now, I guess. And this is the second wheel, and this side of the disc is already getting wore out. And that's my last fresh side. I got to get another disc for next year. And let's see. Well, that's my drawer. Yeah, I've already gone through all that. But yeah, those are my, I'm gonna get this video cut short. I know it's been pretty long. Get all this stuff cleaned up. But I figured we'd have a little fun, get to hang out in the shop since I'm caught up right now. You never know when 15 people are gonna pull up. Fix my stuff. Well, all right, boys and girls, if y'all got any questions, throw them in the comments down there. Call me. Half of you got my phone number. And love y'all. Take care of each other. Stay out of trouble. Eat your vitamins. Make sure I went over everything. Yep. Love y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one.